Frontier's #1 local news. This is 12 News This Morning.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm Jess Liptzin. Thanks for sticking with us throughout the morning. And if you're just tuning in, it's the last half hour here, so you made it just in time. We're going to start this half hour, though, off with meteorologist Connor Thompson. Connor, how's it going to be looking at that morning commute?
Yeah, a little bit wet in some locations, mainly off to the east, Delaware, Otsego counties. But as we head out to the west, you'll already notice these line of showers are slowly diminishing here. And we're looking at a pretty nice day overall here across the region. Now, the wider view showing why we're seeing this. We have this cold front that's pushing its way on eastward. We have a nice area of high pressure building on in behind it. High pressure, like I've been mentioning for the last month and a half almost, is our friend, giving us some clear skies here during the afternoon. Temperatures remaining mild for this time of the year. Looking at some 50s here, 51 in Vestal, 50 currently in Binghamton, 54 in East City Lake and in Sydney, 50 in Oneonta, 52 in Delhi. Berkshire currently at 47. Owego at 51. Watkins Glen over in Schuyler County, 50 degrees. So for that bus stop forecast today, overall, a pleasant day ahead after some early rain and some clouds. You see those temperatures in the mid-50s. Heading on back from school, temperatures will be right where we expect them to be. Lower 60s, mostly sunny skies. We're tracking a lot of sunshine as we end the work week, but I'm also tracking some colder temperatures as well, which poses the risk for some frost and freeze. Let you know what we can expect coming up in about 15 minutes.
Thanks, Connor. Now, former FBI Director James Comey has his day in court today. He'll hear a formal reading of the charges against him and have a chance to enter his plea. He's charged with making false statements to Congress and obstruction of a congressional proceeding. The Justice Department alleges he lied to lawmakers about whether he authorized an FBI media leak. Critics say the charges are revenge for Comey's investigation into Trump's 2016 campaign. Many legal analysts say the case is so weak it never should have been filed. No signatures from any career DOJ attorneys are on the indictment, and so far no local prosecutors are on the docket.
I believe that Mr. Comey will ultimately be vindicated. I think there's going to be strong grand jury misconduct motions, vindictive prosecution motions, and selective prosecution motions.
Comey's investigation of the 2016 Trump campaign involves allegations of its ties to the Russian government. A 2019 report from special counsel Robert Mueller concludes no such conspiracy or coordination occurred. It adds, quote, the campaign expected it would benefit electorally from information stolen and released through Russian efforts. Well, the government shutdown has now entered its second week with little sign from Washington that it could be resolved anytime soon. This as a White House memo suggested furloughed federal workers may not get their pay whenever the stalemate is over. Bradley Blackburn has more.
At the White House Tuesday, the Trump administration threatened to raise the stakes in the battle over the government shutdown.
There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
A White House draft memo suggested withholding back pay to federal workers now forced to stay home. A 2019 law President Trump himself signed promises back pay to all federal workers after a shutdown. The president seemed to agree with the memo, but then said this.
I follow the law, and what the law says is correct.
On Capitol Hill, Democrats accused the White House of bullying.
This administration has spared no effort, none, to be intimidating, to incite fear if there are these mass firings, or if pay is denied, because people have rights. They will sue for damages.
Some essential workers are on the job while waiting for a paycheck. But the gridlock in Washington is affecting the nation's skies. Sick calls are up in air traffic control towers, and the FAA says today ground stops are possible at multiple major airports.
We would hope that eventually they'll get their act together and everybody will come together and do what's right.
The Senate is expected to vote again on dueling short-term funding bills Wednesday morning. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The Air Traffic Controllers Union says the shutdown is affecting morale and creating a hardship. But the union has also told its members they must keep working and warned if they don't show up, they could be terminated. The federal government shutdown is entering its second week, like we said, and the Trump administration says it has figured out a workaround to help about 7 million Americans. President Donald Trump wants to use money generated by trade tariffs to help fund the food assistance program called WIC. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt made the announcement Tuesday on social media. WIC helps provide food assistance to pregnant women, new moms, and young children in need. However, the idea could hit a roadblock. Tariff money goes into a general fund managed by the Treasury Department. That fund and all tariff revenue is essentially frozen until Congress passes a funding bill and reopens the government. Congress and the administration could get around that by passing a measure to designate the tariff revenue for a specific use. President Donald Trump's tariffs have put America's neighbor to the north in a tough economic spot. And Tuesday, Canada's Prime Minister headed to the White House to seek some relief. Tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump on key Canadian exports to the U.S. are making the situation worse as his country's economy is slipping. Tuesday marked the second time Carney has come to Washington to meet with Trump since Carney won election in April. Trump has slapped tariffs on cars, steel, and aluminum, key Canadian exports to the United States. And more have been announced on softwood and lumber, among the top goods the United States imports from its northern neighbors. Trump said Tuesday that the close proximity of the two countries creates a trade conflict.
Countries, they're very far away, and there's no problem. You can compete and you can do. We don't like to compete because we sort of hurt each other when we compete. And so we have a natural conflict. It's a natural business conflict. Nothing wrong with it. And I think we've come a long way over the last few months, actually, in terms of that relationship.
Canada, the U.S., and Mexico have also started consultations on renewing the trade agreement negotiated by the first Trump administration and launched in 2020. That agreement is set to expire in 2026. Negotiations to finalize a deal based on President Donald Trump's Gaza ceasefire plan are underway in Egypt, and a source with knowledge of the talks told CNN that Israel and Hamas have made progress during the first 2 days of negotiations. This as Israelis and Palestinians mark 2 years since Hamas's attack on Israel on October 7th. CNN's Nick Robertson covers the story.
What appears to be happening is, according to a source with knowledge of the situation and knowledge of the talks, that there is progress being made in the talks between Hamas and Israel, the proximity talks. We understand from Egyptian state media that the Hamas are looking for guarantees from President Trump, guarantees that Israel won't return to war if they give up all the hostages and meet with the conditions that are expected of them. That's what they're looking for. They're also talking, according to Egyptian state media, Hamas also wants to know more details about the implementation of this agreement. Egyptian state media also saying that the conversations within the talks have been getting into the detail of the lists of Palestinian prisoners who would be released in exchange for the hostages. So that also sort of sets the scene for a narrative of potential progress. And as you say, Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner coming into the talks here. Ron Dermer, the chief negotiator, lead negotiator from Israel, is also expected to be at the talks, as well as the Qatari prime minister going into the talks on Wednesday. So the scene does seem to be set for the potential for more progress, although what we heard from the Qataris earlier in the day was, they can't say for sure what the outcome is going to be. But the fact you have senior players coming in now is indicative of potentially being in the end stretch here, and perhaps a reflection of what President Trump has been saying, that there is a positivity about all of this.
Well, the time now is 6:38, and coming up on 12 News this morning, we see how plastics are getting into our bodies and the impact it's having on our health. Well, first, let's take a look outside this morning at downtown Binghamton, as it was raining a little bit. You can kind of see the glare from raindrops on the lens there, but we'll have more 12 News after the break.
Don't miss the Last Chance RV clearance event. Closeout pricing on 2025 models. Receive free winterization and storage until spring of 2026 with any RV purchase. The Last Chance clearance event, October 9th through 12th at 434 Sportsplex in Vestal, New York. Online at MyersRVs.com.
William Mattar has earned a reputation for being a straight shooter.
Because I am a straight shooter.
For being honest.
Here's what we're willing to pay.
Because I am honest.
For winning a lot.
Because we win a lot.
If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, it matters who you hire. It matters in the experience as well as the results. Call William Mattar. Visit WilliamMattar.com.
Welcome to more at Matthews Subaru. This month, lease a new 2025 Subaru Impreza with all-wheel drive, Apple CarPlay, and more for only $276 per month. or lease a new 25 Crosstrek Premium with heated seats and moonroof for only $348 per month at Matthews Subaru on Old Vestal Road in Vestal or MatthewsSubaru.com.
The 29th Annual Artist Open House Weekend, October 11th, 12th, and 13th, from 10 to 5 each day. 19 artists, 16 studio locations, one unforgettable weekend.
From communities coast to coast, these are your stories, and no one covers them like Local News Live.
Spring storms are ravaging the South.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
We're actually standing on State Street.
The ones that matter to you and your family.
You're cutting in to take a live look at the New York Stock Exchange.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country who know the streets and the people.
Happening now, there's an active shooter situation at Florida State University.
News as it happens from all sides.
Republicans went 2 for 2 tonight.
Live and local.
We can see some of the aftermath from Friday's fire.
Find it on the all-new Local News Live streaming app. Search LNL. On your TV, on your phone. It's fast. It's free.
Thanks for joining me on Local News Live. I'm Deborah Alfarone.
Local News Live. Your nation. Your neighborhood. Always streaming. Always free.
Next ET, we're in the ballroom for Disney Night on Dancing with the Stars. Plus, on set of Matlock Season 2 and our exclusive at home with the secret lives of Mormon wives Macy Neely.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on WBNG. Don't miss the Last Chance RV clearance event. Closeout pricing on 2025 models. Receive free winterization and storage until spring of 2026 with any RV purchase. The Last Chance clearance event, October 9th through 12th at 434 Sportsplex in Vestal, New York. Online at MyersRVs.com.
I'm Jess Liptzin, and you can watch me weekday mornings on 12 News.
This is 12 News This Morning.
It's now 6:42, and welcome back to 12 News This Morning. Plastic is in just about everything we use in our daily lives. Now, a landmark medical study has found that plastic is posing a grave and growing danger, leading to hundreds of thousands of premature deaths. Those findings come from the Lancet Medical Journal. Recently, 3 CNN reporters on 3 continents tracked how many toxic chemicals from plastics they were being exposed to each day. As CNN's Bill Ware reports, what they found was alarming.
Just cycling to the local grocery store.
This is our colleague Laura in London.
It's a cold Wednesday morning.
It is hot, it's humid.
This is Jessie in Hong Kong.
It is a very busy Monday morning here in Hong Kong.
And that's me, Bill, on my New York City commute.
Who knows what kind of fume exposure I'm getting on a daily basis.
Together,
the wristbands finally arrived.
We are guinea pigs on 3 continents.
Here's the wristbands.
And with the help of these special wristbands and an international team of pollution experts,
I'm just heating up some food. I have a gas stove at home, which is quite common in Hong Kong.
We'll spend 5 days measuring our exposure to the dozens of different chemicals.
I'm just going to put a little bit of makeup on before work.
That come from living on a planet made of plastic.
Studies have shown there's over 16,000 chemicals in plastics. Of that, about 25% are known to be hazardous chemicals. And the vast majority of other chemicals, there's been not enough scientific data to show if it's safe or not.
Thanks to my better half, Kelly, we really try to avoid chemicals. All natural cleaning products if we can. We filter our water, drink out of glass. We have an air quality monitor here as well. And for the better part of the last 5 days, I've either been at home or at the office. I haven't had to get on an airplane. That's rare. So this is somewhat of a controlled environment to just see how clean my immediate surroundings are.
Every time I walked into a cafe or a restaurant or down a really busy road, a grocery store, got on the train to go to work. But perhaps the place that I've most thought about it is when it comes to what I'm actually putting on my body. So, perfume or lotions, also cleaning products and what I'm using to clean the house.
I became quite aware when I was going through my daily life and, at dinners or just walking around on the street, I'd wonder I wonder what around me is potentially putting chemical pollutants in the air, whether that's my gas stove or things from a construction site. It made me realize how many construction sites I pass through on a daily basis.
What do we pick up? You got a lot of chemical exposure, unfortunately.
Really?
Everything that we looked for, we found.
All of our samples included flame retardants and UV stabilizers.
an alphabet soup of BPA, BPF, BPS, and around 24 chemicals on each of our bands.
And then the most important one I would say that everyone should know is called phthalates.
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 It's spelled with a P-H.
It is the worst way to spell it. It's like an alphabetical mess. But phthalates are super important because when we first looked at them, they're everywhere.
Phthalates are what makes plastic moldable and flexible. They're more regulated in Europe than Asia, and Jesse's levels are a bit higher than Laura's. But it is so common globally, it's long been known as the everywhere chemical. They are also endocrine disruptors, which hack human hormones and cause problems from cradle to grave, from fertility and child behavior to depression, cancer, and cardiovascular disease.
The studies have shown about 100% of Americans have phthalates in their body. And it's so ubiquitous, it's everywhere. If you look around your room and your house, your clothes are made of plastics, your furniture is made of plastics, everything's getting turned into plastics. But by 2060, like about 35 years from now, we're going to have 4 times more plastic on the planet than we have today.
Wow. Bill Weir, CNN New York.
Well, we woke up with some rain this morning. That rain moving on out, looking at a decent Wednesday ahead for the southern tier. Satellite and radar showing not much happening besides this rain. And while it is beneficial rain, unfortunately, the dry conditions we've been experiencing basically since the start of August aren't going to go away with this system, but beneficial rain nevertheless. Now, the wider view showing an area of high pressure just off to the north of us over the Great Lakes region. That's going to push eastward as this cold front continues to push eastward as well. Going to allow us to decrease those clouds as we head on into the afternoon, allowing us to see plentiful sunshine. Right now, currently downtown Binghamton, looking at some wet roadways as well. Temperatures around 50 degrees at the airport. Northerly winds around 9 miles an hour. Temperatures in the 50s for most of us. Looking at 50 in Cortland, 51 in Windsor, 48 in Oneonta right now, 52 in Norwich, 51 over in Delhi. For our friends off to the east, Margaretville at 57, 55 in Roxbury, 54 in Stamford. But the rain is one storyline. Then we are looking at some colder temperatures. That's the other storyline. Frost advisories in place starting at 1 o'clock until 9 o'clock Thursday morning. So area-wide here, going to be very chilly as we start our Thursday morning. Then we have freeze watches in effect starting at 11 p.m. Thursday until 9 a.m. Friday. Again, would not be shocked if these got upgraded to a warning by this afternoon. It's looking like we are going to see some pretty chilly conditions for all in the southern tier. Temperatures this afternoon, low 60s. You see Endicott at 63, 61 in Berkshire, maybe some upper 50s as well. Ithaca at 59 around the lunch hour. As we head on into the overnight period, you'll notice these temperatures falling down into the lower to mid-30s, right in that wheelhouse for frost to form. We are looking at some pretty gusty winds at times throughout the overnight period, so that would limit the risk of frost, at least tomorrow. However, tomorrow's highs only climb into the upper 40s and lower 50s. It's going to be a very chilly October day. And then as we head on into the overnight period, look at some of these readings this model is spitting out at us. 30 in Norwich, 29 in the city of Binghamton, 26 in Berkshire, 30 in Endicott. That's below freezing, and that's where the freeze warning will probably come into effect. Again, hasn't been issued yet, but I would not be shocked by the afternoon if we see that. And as we head on into Friday afternoon, those temperatures rise into the lower 60s and upper 50s. Winds today are going to be breezy out in the north-northwest around 25 miles an hour, so it's going to have that brisk fall feel in the air here. As we head on into the overnight period, you'll notice these winds are still not super breezy, but enough here that frost will have a hard time developing in some locations. So area-wide frost is going to be tough to come by tonight, but tomorrow night I would not be shocked. Future track showing maybe a few showers early on. I'm not buying that fully. I think high pressure really will win on out here, and then you might be thinking, Connor, future track's broken. No, it's not. High pressure just really clearing our atmosphere out, looking at a beautiful couple-day stretch here across the region. Now, Sunday forecast is showing plenty of sunshine. Cooler conditions, though. Entering the weekend, we are looking at some mostly to partly sunny skies, and we are tracking more clouds on Sunday as the coastal system makes its way up the coast. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s and 60s, so very seasonable stretch of weather ahead for the region.
All right, thank you, Connor. The time now is 6:49, and coming up next, we see the growth of artificial intelligence. But first, here are some people we're remembering in our community today.
We are deeply honored to share the upcoming funeral details for people who made up the fabric of our incredible community.
Upstate Concrete Coatings can transform your concrete in one day. Upstate Concrete Coatings uses Pentec industrial coatings that are 4 times stronger than epoxy, extremely durable, very low maintenance, and value to your home. Lifetime residential warranty. Get a free estimate today. UpstateOneDayFloors.com.
AmeriQ Credit Union is more than just a place to bank. It's a place where you belong. A place where meaningful connections are made. With the right financial solutions to help you live your best life. With the people who can help you get there. And the perfect blend of technology to stay connected wherever you are. For 75 years, we've been proud to serve our local communities on the founding principle of people helping people. Join today at americu.org/belong. AmeriQ and you. Let's connect.
While most children bundle up this winter, some are not as fortunate and need your help. Help WBNG keep children warm by dropping off new or slightly used coats of any size, style, or color to Apollo Heating or any of these other businesses. The coats will be cleaned and sanitized by Bates Troy Dry Cleaning and given to children in need. Let's wrap every child in warmth this winter.
At Matthews Ford in Norwich, save big on one of our top sellers. The new 2025 Ford Explorer Active 4-wheel drive with heated seats and third-row seating. Lease it for only $451 per month with $2,500 due at signing. Or buy it for under $43,401 price. At Matthews Ford in Norwich or MatthewsFordofNorwich.com.
I see it all, but I'm human.
How can I keep going like this?
Who will listen to me when no one gets it?
Is there a safe space for me?
How will I handle it all? We all have a reason. 988 can help you find it. We hear you. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support and crisis services. It's free, confidential, and here for you 24/7.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you. Capella University is an online accredited university, so you can be confident you're getting a quality education on your terms.
The Conklin Presbyterian Church presents its annual Harvest Festival and Rummage Sale, October 9th to the 12th, with extended hours on Friday. Saturday will feature vendors, a raffle, bake sale, and more. The Harvest Festival, 1175 Conklin Road in Conklin.
Upstate Concrete Coatings can transform your concrete in one day. Walkways, basements, garages. Upstate Concrete Coatings applies Pentec industrial coatings to create a striking and durable finish. Lifetime residential warranty. Get a free estimate today. UpstateOneDayFloors.com.
This is 12 News This Morning.
Welcome back. Now, artificial intelligence is taking another step forward. OpenAI's ChatGPT, released 3 years ago, can, among other things, recreate the human voice. Now, OpenAI's latest social media app is producing sophisticated videos that have Hollywood hollering. Julian Kent gave it a try.
This looks just like your typical social media feed, but in reality, these are all AI-generated videos on Sora, OpenAI's newest edition of its social media platform. We took the app for a spin.
Turn your head to the left.
The first thing Sora did was scan my face and voice. Then we typed in what we wanted.
Make a video of me showing my face riding a dragon into the sunset.
A few minutes later,
as breaking news unfolds below. That's really creepy. It put wind in my hair. I'm on this dragon. It sounds like me. Good evening. Tonight we're looking at how
Next, we asked Sora to create a video of me delivering a fake news broadcast.
If you were just scrolling as one does, you would definitely think that was real me. And it was made in 5 minutes.
We were even able to create a sit-down interview with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman.
People worry that models trained on copyrighted works might infringe on those rights. How do you think about that?
It's a really important question.
We added the kittens and puppies so no one would ever think it was actually real. On Monday, the Motion Picture Association criticized the new technology, urging OpenAI to take immediate and decisive action, saying that the videos infringe our members' films, shows, and characters. Charlie Fink is a consumer tech columnist focused on AI at Forbes.
What does this mean for real humans in Hollywood?
Over time, it's not good because fewer of them will be required. But that said, people crave people. So I think celebrities and entertainers are going to be fine.
For now, Sora 2 is by invitation only, and the real-life CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, did say some changes are on the way. He said that they are going to give rights holders more granular control over generation of characters. Jolene Kent, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Now, I guess this kind of puts into perspective how far we've come in the world of technology, from a story about AI to the microwave. It's something everyone has in their kitchen, and it's turning 80 years old today. That's when defense contractor Raytheon patented what is known as the microwave oven. It was invented by a man named Percy Spencer. He was working on radio and radar equipment. While experimenting with a magnetron, he noticed it melted the payday candy bar in his pocket. After some tweaking, the microwave oven was born. But it was huge and expensive, and the tech sat mostly unused. That wasn't until the 1960s when Amana, which was owned by Raytheon at the time, shrunk it down to a tabletop size. If you're old enough, you may remember Amana called its microwave oven a radar range. That's an homage to its roots. The time now is 6:56, and there is a live look outside with the Skycam on Security Mutual Life Building. We have one more look at weather after the break.
Accidents can happen. If you have questions about injury law, then watch Lawyers on Call with attorney Tom Schimmerling from the Schimmerling Injury Law Offices. For more information, go to asktom.com or WBNG.com.
Everybody is someone who wants to see the doctor they know and trust. A business owner who wants what's best for their team. A new mom who needs to know she's not alone. Everybody is a person who's just looking to live a healthy life. And at Excelis Blue Cross Blue Shield, everybody is the reason we do what we do. We're working to bring confidence back to the place it matters most, your health. So everywhere, in every way, everybody benefits.
I met a client named John and his wife in the hospital. Driving his motorcycle, the car had cut in front of him, sent him flying 50 feet, had some major injuries. Through hard work and persistence, using the Stanley system, we got him the results he deserved.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make a little one feel like a giant, can bring sparkle to a teenager, or be the unspoken language between best buddies. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch as they welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
Our Athlete of the Week is back to celebrate the best dedication, sportsmanship, and of course talent. 12 Sports Athlete of the Week, Wednesdays only on WBNG, sponsored by Simmons Rockwell Auto.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
They knew winter was coming, but they didn't call Arctic Bear. Don't let a broken furnace be your cold weather nightmare. Arctic Bear is just a call away. New York's experts in keeping the comfort on. Arctic brings the heat. And we mean it literally. Don't let winter win. Call today to make a service appointment before it's too late.
Arctic Bear, heating and air. Call the bear, and we're there.
You can watch my stories at 5 and 6 o'clock on 12 News.
All right, Connor, let's take one more look at the weather this morning.
Yeah, rain is right now, but we are looking at a nice stretch of weather entering the afternoon. 61, mostly sunny skies. Sunny skies Thursday, Friday. Have frost advisories in place for tomorrow morning and freeze watches in place for Friday morning. Going to be a very chilly stretch of weather here. Then temperatures rebound to near seasonal levels. Watching for a few isolated showers on Monday. Rest of the week, though, looking rather nice temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s with some sunshine.
Well, thanks for watching with us all morning long. CBS Mornings is coming up next.
Have a great day.